I feel so privileged to be here today. Who are the veterans in the room? Can I say the veterans?
I don't know.
Veterans, military veterans.
Oh.
Military veterans. We got two others. Let's give them a hand.
Right here,
Thank you for, oh, man. Well, we're not going to honor Richard in that way because Richard just didn't have the ears for being in the military. His hearing was never effective for him, so he never was in the military. We won't hold that against my friend. But I won't talk about that a little bit because whenever I would comment and ask Jay, I said, well, you know, Richard, he seems to always not be able to hear too well. And Jay said, well, he's not going to listen to you anyway, even if he hasn't. It's not a problem. I've been really fortunate to have my start here at Gold Mine, and my years go back a long time. I started in 1988 in Toastmasters, and some of the best speakers, evaluators, and speakers on this side of the room over here that trained me for effective evaluations, and I won't get into that too much, but John and Richard and my good friend Ray Coates is not with us, and so I could not show up here today. I was up at 2 o'clock this morning not feeling well. I just had surgery this week. So I said, you know, I can't possibly not have Jay's spirit hanging over me and not show up, or Ray Coates or Lee Johnston. I could not do that. So here I am today, just pleasure to be here with my gold mine friends, and I've watched you grow over the years, and I have really enjoyed even thus far. I think one of the things that we learned about playing golf with Richard, when Jay and I would go out, you know, they say God is really okay with, He doesn't count those things against you. When you put off all the years of golf and all the hours you put in golf, God doesn't count those against you. He actually gives you a bonus for every year that you had to play with Richard, however. Now, as a speaker, you know, Tim, I swear to you, I did that one on purpose. I don't remember any of his speeches. I'm trying to forget them all. But, you know, as a speaker, he's really always very tolerant of everything, and all you evaluators that have helped him over the years, he's been extremely tolerant. And he always, whoever disagreed with him, John, he would say, you're always entitled to your stupid opinion. He's shaking his head. See, that's what I'm saying. 37 years of teaching all these people how to get bad evaluations. I can't imagine how that's going on. But you know, as a speaker, Richard really has absolutely brilliant flashes of silence. He taught me how to really use effective pauses that way. His brilliance in silence sometimes just really was overwhelming. When he lost himself and he lost track of where he was so gracious just to not say anything. And I learned that from him. One tip I got from Jay about him, he said, well, when Richard tells you that he's just kidding, he's really not. So if he gives you a zinger, and I don't know how you ever got past all the years of Lee Johnson, you never reached him. You never reached him. You know, I think the day the poor man went away to the heavenly above, I think he still was just about as bad as where that day is when he came here for the first time. In fact, I think you're the one that named him, gave him the moniker Hacksaw Johnston. Well, I think that we have been so blessed by having all these great Toastmasters. I mean, this club, really, of all clubs in the state of North Carolina, recognized so often, so vividly, because of the winners in speech contests and the people and things we have done here in Gold Mine. And you guys have really carried on the banner, and I really hope it goes on further and further. Jay said one time about his loyalty. He said, you know, I think there's nothing that Richard really wouldn't do for me. In fact, over the years, he's done absolutely nothing for me.
Absolutely right.
Joyce said, well, you know, he's outspoken. I said, by whom? I don't know anybody. Phyllis was making a comment when I was asking a question about, you know, what I'm going to talk about here. I've got so much stuff to put on it. She said, well, really, he's got the charm of Cary Grant. He's got the humor attitude of a Jerry Seinfeld, and even the good looks of Tom Selleck. But he's born inside out. You know, I really appreciate and love people that are dedicated to what they're attempting to do. They don't give up. They don't give in. They keep charging ahead. You know, you can't make footprints in the sand by sitting at home doing nothing. And he's made a big footprint in Toastmasters here at Gold Mine and throughout the entire state and the entire country. Because people have heard about him everywhere, I'm telling you. Thing I want to just say and leave you with this is, Richard, for goodness sake, don't change anything. We want to forget you just the way you are.